Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're ready to take your pickleball game from, frustrating to totally fluid, you have come to the right place. So let's dive right into this explainer on the Tao of Pickleball and find that secret to cutting down those errors that are just killing your game. So let me ask you, does this sound familiar? You're in a great rally, everything feels fine, and then bam, right into the net. Or maybe you see that wide open court, you go for the big winner, and whoops, it just sails long. We've all been there, right? Losing games to players we know deep down we should be beating. And man, is it frustrating. And look, you are definitely not alone in feeling this way. The book itself gets it. It acknowledges this exact struggle right from the get-go. It totally understands that feeling of chaos where your body just isn't listening to what your brain is telling it to do. Let's just call them what they are, unforced errors. I mean, they're the point killers, the momentum stoppers. They're pretty much the biggest thing standing between you and the next level of your game. But what if I told you the solution isn't what you think it is? It's so easy to think, I just need a better backhand. Or, you know what, maybe a new paddle will fix all this. But the Tao of Pickleball makes a really powerful argument that drills and new gear, they're just scratching the surface. The real problem goes way, way deeper. So here's the crucial idea. Those technical mistakes, hitting the ball into the net or popping it up, they're often just symptoms. The real root cause is this fundamental disconnection. Your mind's all anxious, your body's tense, and your spirit is just rattled. They're not working together as a team. And this quote just brilliantly captures the whole philosophy of the book. It's inspired by this timeless martial arts wisdom, and it teaches that you can't really fix the body without first getting the mind right. True consistency, that real mastery we're all looking for, only happens when body and mind are in perfect sync. Okay, so how do we actually create that sync? Well, the book lays out this really clear path. It's built on what it calls the 4 pillars of peak performance. Think of this as the framework for rebuilding your game, but from the inside out. Let's break down exactly how it works. So here they are. You've got Lai, which is all about the body, your foundation and precision. Then there's Qi, your energy, which gives you that effortless power and flow. After that comes Yi, the mind, for sharp focus and strategy. And finally, Sin, the spirit, which is all about unshakable composure. Each one builds on the last, creating a complete, totally integrated player. First up, we've got Li. This is all about your physical foundation. I mean, before you can even think about hitting a precise shot, your body has to be in the right place, totally balanced and ready to go. It is literally the groundwork for everything else. Now, what's so cool here is how practical these concepts are. We're talking about getting into a low, athletic, rooted stance that makes you incredibly stable. It's about learning to generate power from the ground up through proper weight transfer, not just by swinging your arm. And of course, mastering things like the split step and maintaining the right distance from the ball so you're never caught off guard or reaching. And seriously, who knew pickleball had so much in common with martial arts? This quote from Bruce Lee that's cited in the book just nails it. Without balance, your shots have no foundation. They're going to be wild and inconsistent. Left to stir is that solid foundation you need. All right, next up is Qi, your energy. Now, this isn't some kind of mystical, out there concept. It's really about how you manage and channel your body's energy for maximum efficiency and power. And here's a little spoiler alert for you. It has a lot to do with relaxing. The book actually teaches you how to use your breath to stay calm and energized, even in those super long rallies. And here's the big secret. True power doesn't come from trying to muscle the ball. Tension actually slows you down. Instead, you learn how to relax and generate power like a whip, where speed and fluidity create this incredible explosive force. This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? When you're all tense and trying to muscle the ball, you're basically fighting yourself. Your movements are clunky and slow, but when you learn to crack the whip, your body becomes this fluid, kinetic chain. The result? Effortless, surprising power that will absolutely catch your opponents completely off guard. Okay, so with a stable body and fluid energy, we can now start to sharpen the third pillar, Yi, the mind. This is the strategist inside you. It's the part that sees the whole court, reads the play before it happens, and makes smart, tactical decisions. The real goal here is to shift from just reacting to what's happening to actively anticipating it. You learn this concept of quiet eyes, this steady gaze that literally makes the game feel like it's slowing down. You learn how to read your opponent's body language and use non-telegraphic movements to disguise your own shots. You stop hitting the ball aimlessly and start playing every single point with a clear purpose. And here's another gem from Bruce Lee. It's not about having superhuman reflexes. It's about having superior focus. When your mind is clear and locked in on the right things, you have so much more time than you think. That is the incredible power of Yi. And this brings us to the final, and maybe the most important piece of the whole puzzle. This is the one that holds everything else together when the pressure is on. It's time to master your inner game. Sin is your spirit. It's your mental toughness, your resilience, your emotional core. It's what allows you to perform under pressure without falling apart, to stay composed when the whole match is on the line. This pillar teaches you the real game changers, like how to handle those hard-hitting bangers without fear, how to develop a warrior's mindset that actually thrives on a challenge, how to let go of that ego that makes you beat yourself up after every mistake, and most importantly, how to recover instantly from an error. Now, what I love about this is how simple and actionable it is. The art of recovery is just this simple 3-step process. First, you acknowledge the error, but without all that negative self-talk. Just, okay, that happened. Second, you reset. Use a physical cue, a deep breath, tap your paddle, whatever. And third, you refocus with one simple thought. Next up, the last point is gone. The only one that matters is the next one. So when you bring all 4 of these pillars together, a balanced body, fluid energy, a focused mind, and a resilient spirit, something truly amazing starts to happen. You stop fighting the game and you start flowing with it. This single quote just perfectly sums up the entire journey. You can have the best paddle in the world and the prettiest strokes, but if your mind isn't calm, centered, and strategic, you will always be limited. Real, lasting improvement starts from within. By integrating these principles, you're not just learning to play better pickleball, you're actually learning to unlock a calmer, more focused, and more powerful version of yourself, both on and off the court. So the only real question left is, are you ready to stop making those frustrating errors and finally discover the master within?